Hi, I'm Sarika Benjamin and welcome back to my channel Benji's Home Cooking, and we continue our India food tour exploring the different cuisines from India. Today our food tour reaches the state of Uttar Pradesh and we will be learning a dish that is famous from the city of Lucknow. Lucknow is a beautiful city in the state of Uttar Pradesh that is famous for its Nawabi culture, heritage, clothing and food. And today we will discover a dish that is eaten during the evenings and gets its name aptly from it, the Shami Kebab. It's a melt-in-mouth kebab and worth giving a try. But before we get started, do like, share and subscribe. And do not forget to follow us on social media for more updates and information. So let's get started to make the delicious and delicate Shami Kebabs. For that I have soaked 100 grams of Chana dal for about an hour. Then we have mutton mince, which is about half a kilogram. I have washed it and drained all the excess water. Shami Kebabs are delicately flavored with aromatic spices, and for that we need half a teaspoon of Shah Jeera, half a teaspoon of regular Jeera, 2 whole black cardamoms, 2 inches of cinnamon, a teaspoon of pepper, a small piece of nutmeg. This is about quarter piece of an entire nutmeg, then about 8 to 10 cloves and 8 to 10 green cardamoms. Then we have about 1.5 inches of ginger that is peeled and chopped, about 20 cloves of garlic, these are small size. Then we have a lemon, about 3 red chilies, a handful of mint and coriander leaves that are washed, 1 medium sized onion which is about 100 grams finely chopped. Then here I have taken 2 onions weighing about 200 grams and I have sliced them and fried them in oil. So first we are going to lightly toast our whole spices on a low heat, and once they are well toasted we'll grind them into a very fine powder. The Shami Kebab gets the beautiful flavors from these whole spices. They are very subtle, mild but yet extremely fragrant. So make sure you don't burn them and make them into a fine powder. So here in a pressure cooker I have added about 2 tablespoons of oil. Add the ginger and garlic and saute it, and then we will add the chopped onions. It's a very simple recipe but it needs a lot of precision. So once the onions are nice and soft, we will add the red chilies and the soaked chana dal. Chana dal is what gives the binding to these kebabs, so it's very important. So for about half a kg of meat, you can use half a cup or 100 grams of chana dal. Just roast all of this on a medium-high flame. We need to roast the meat for just a minute or two and then add our spice powder. Add salt to taste and we will pressure cook it with only half a cup of water for about 4 to 5 whistles. Make sure you don't add a lot of water because if the meat gets soggy then it's very difficult to roll the kebabs. If there is any water content once you cook the meat, you can dry it up on high heat for about 5 to 10 minutes. So here I have dried the meat with whatever excess water was there, and once it is cooled we are going to run it into the mixie and make a smooth paste out of it. In the same mixie jar I'm going to run the fried onions very roughly, add it to the ground meat paste, then goes the red chilies, the chopped coriander and mint, and we're going to mix all of this together. Add a juice of 1 lemon to this and our kebab mixture is ready. Now these kebabs are very delicate. At this point you might find that the mixture is a little wet, but it will set, so don't worry about that. Grease your hands so that it's easy to handle the mixture and just flatten it and your kebabs are ready. So as I said, you have to be very careful with the quantity of water that you add so that the kebabs are not very sticky, and just gently grease the top of the kebab so that you can shrink wrap them and refrigerate them for at least an hour before we start frying. So after an hour you can see they are so much more easier to handle and they are not sticky anymore, and they are so delicate and delicious. So to start frying we are first going to give them an egg dip. So just crack an egg, beat it and dip the kebab into the egg. The egg dip makes it very easy to handle the kebabs, and these kebabs are shallow fried, so just a little oil in the frying pan and we have to fry them on both sides for about a minute or two. They get fried really quick. Be gentle because these kebabs are very delicate, so be careful while flipping the sides. And the kebabs are ready. They are so flavorful, delicate, they are absolutely melt in mouth. You can see how tender and delicate these kebabs are. They're absolutely melt in mouth. My daughter had visited Lucknow and tasted these wonderful kebabs, and when I recreated this in my kitchen, she said it tasted exactly like the ones back in Lucknow. So I hope you will give this recipe a try. Do like, share and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video.